Hey, Thea here. So today I wanted to go through a sun and a moon Pilates type video. So we're gonna take those feet, I want you to bring them out nice and wide. So you don't need anything for this workout. Maybe just a yoga mat, and it's just gonna be kind of stretchy, kind of flowy, kind of silly. So those feet out nice and wide. We're gonna flex those feet out, toes up. I want you to lift that chest nice and long. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, I just want you to press yourself forward nice and gentle. Don't force here. It should feel maybe intense, but it shouldn't feel painful. And we're gonna gently come back up. Okay, so we're gonna flow through that with our breath. Breathe in, come down. Exhale, bring it on up. Kind of feeling in those hips, gently warming up. We're doing a bunch of inner thigh work with this workout, so I want to make sure that your hips feel ready for it. Big exhale. Nice. All right, so I want you to walk those feet together. So soles of those feet are going to come together. Those knees are going to come out nice and wide. So we're coming in that kind of butterfly. I want you to peel those knees up and then exhale, push those knees down. So again, breathing through it. Nice. Nice and open. How are those hips? Do you ever have those days when you just like work your hips and you're like, oh my God. Ow. Nice. Oh, I hear my cat's food dish going off. She's been staring at her food all day. If you're wondering where she was. All right, so one leg out nice and wide. That other foot on in. So we're gonna bring this arm on the inside of that thigh, reach it up and over like you're drawing a big crescent moon, nice, and then come on up, exhale, nice. So play with where that breath feels. Maybe inhale, reverse it now. Nice. Keeping those shoulders open, try not to round forward, right? We're feeling the back of that leg. That elbow is pushing onto that inner thigh. Nice. Beautiful. Again, chest nice and open, chest nice and lifted. Beautiful. Ooh. All right, we're gonna get a little crazy with it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk forward, try to find those forearms on the mat. We're gonna walk those forearms over nice and gentle. Oh yeah, you got it. So keeping that back sort of like a cat back, like you're really an angry kitty cat, just walking it here. Kind of drawing a crescent with our body, get a crescent moon. It's the sun and moon workout. Beautiful. Feeling it back in. Looking nice and slow, beautiful. Breathing in here, gorgeous. All right, we're gonna walk it on up. We're gonna switch sides. So we're gonna do that same thing on that other leg. So bring that foot into that inner thigh, that other foot flexing forward. Really bright feet, toes extended, beautiful. We're gonna bring that forearm on that inside of that thigh, reach it over, and come on up. So that chest is nice and open. Using those exhales to get deeper. Using those inhales to relax into it, not forcing your movement. No, forcing your movement to follow your breath, not forcing your breath to follow your movement, right? So our breath helps us move, our breath flows with us. Yeah. All right, so I want you to come on up. We're gonna walk those elbows forward. So we're rounding through that back angry cat, and we're gonna walk our arms over back into that crescent. Stretching that lower back, stretching into that hamstring. And it's okay if you can't bring your elbows all the way down, right? Our flexibility is gonna feel different on different days. So don't try to judge yourself too harshly here. Just find where that you feel it, right? The whole purpose here is to flow, breathing into those spaces. Giving those muscles that oxygen. Nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna be really mean. You're gonna love it though. So we're gonna bring those legs out nice and wide. Chest is nice and open. That core is nice and strong. We're gonna point our toes here. So if you've been working your hamstring or your calves, this is the part where we start to get a cramp. So if you do take a cramp, come out of the stretch, maybe take a sip of water, take a deep breath, and then try to come back into it. Don't try to immediately force it back in and hurt yourself here. Okay, so give yourself a little bit of grace. So we're gonna point those toes out nice and wide. That core is really strong. That chest is open. Lift your right leg off the mat. I know. So this is gonna be a little bit crazy, especially if you haven't really done this sort of like deep hip flexor work. And again, be really gentle with your body here. And let's try that left side. Now, if this felt like a lot for you, I want you to skip this next series, okay? Because it's gonna get a little crazy. But if you feel like, all right, I wanna try this again, I want you to bring those fingertips onto the mat. Straight arms, really lift your chest and lift that right leg up. And that's all we're doing is sitting here and lifting that right leg up. Just breathing through it. I know this is a little bit crazy, but one of the great things about this is it's gonna strengthen that knee, it's gonna strengthen that hip, engaging your core here, right? Trying not to pull through that lower back. We're telling which muscles to activate. We're finding that control. You got it. Yeah. So we're trying to strengthen all of those deep leg muscles. So what this is gonna help us with is actually getting into a handstand or a headstand. So it's developing those same muscles. Nice. All right. We're gonna do it on the other side. You ready? So switch sides with those hands. Really lift that chest. Really engage your core through here. Left leg straight up. Nice. And if this is feeling like literal torture, be really nice to yourself, all right? Like the first time I did this, it like destroyed me. So be really nice to yourself here. But once you're here, once you're in that mode where we can really start to strengthen and develop these muscles, especially on the top of that femur, it really helps us get into those poses like those handstands. It really helps prevent injuries within our knees. It's really beneficial movement here. Nice. Okay, don't be mad. You can be mad. We're gonna bring those hands forward, nice straight arms. What we're gonna do, fingertips down, lift your legs both up. Now if that's too much, you can do right leg, left leg, and just march it out here. Or if you'd like to try, really fingertips down, core engaged, angry cat, that back, both up. Yes! So we're keeping that core nice and engaged. Kind of think of like your hips. Oh, there's the boo, there's the kitty cat. So lifting those legs up. Come here, kitty kitty. She's like, what are you doing? It's okay. And lift, nice. All right, we're gonna come on down. We're gonna walk it forward. We're gonna fold it forward. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a deep breath here. Think nice things about your hips. I'm sorry, that was really intense. All right, we're gonna walk it up. Let's bring those soles of your feet together. And we're gonna take a deep inhale, exhale, push on those knees. Rounding it forward, letting your head and your neck relax here, getting in to the stretch. That should have elevated your heart rate in a really weird way. You're welcome. Okay, so we're gonna come into another crazy move that sometimes gives my hip a crazy cramp. So let's do it. So you're gonna come onto this knee. You're gonna bring that other leg out. So that left leg is down, that right leg is out. Lifting that chest up. We're gonna bring those arms out nice and wide. Our core is really strong here. Our shoulders are staying in plane with our hips. And you're gonna come down and reach it back up. So you're keeping that whole core engaged. Nice. And maybe, hi kitty cat, maybe going it down only as far as you want to, right? Like holding it only where you have control. The goal is not to fall out of it, is it to do it smoothly with control. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna hold it on that one side. We're gonna try to do a big clap. So we're drawing a big movement with those arms. If this is hurting your knee, I'll roll a towel up and put it under that knee, right? Protect that knee joint. Nice, keeping that chest open. Coming to that breath. Beautiful. Making a big crescent moon with those arms, really reach. Are you ready? We're gonna bring this arm all the way down. Hi, Boo Boo, come here. Hi, Okay, so chest open here. The shoulders are stacked right on top of each other. You feel yourself in that plane, right? You can kickstand this knee back a little bit if you need a little bit more support. We're gonna take this bottom leg. This is a lot of balance here. Activate that core, lift your leg up. Nice, like a string is pulling it up to the ceiling. Chest open. Nice, come to that breath. So if you wiggle wobble and fall out of it, and if you need to come all the way down onto your side, you can as well. You don't have to stay in this lifted pose, but what we're really trying to do is give that hip a space to really stretch and activate in maybe a way we don't normally take it, to really open it up and increase that flexibility and strength within that knee, yeah? All right, so we're gonna bend this knee, yeah? So that knee is lined with our hip. We're still nice and strong in this core. We're gonna take this hand, we're gonna reach back and grab the inside of that foot. Can you kick it up? And back. Like you're drawing a big sun here. Nice. Real strong core. This is balance. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna let that go. Reach it out really, really, really long. And then we're gonna come up into a clap. Nice. So reach long, come on up into a clap. Do you feel that hip? How far can you stretch that mobility here? Really reach and clap. Nice. Beautiful. And reach. Let's come on up. Ooh, how are those hips doing? So we're gonna do that other side. Are you ready? So that left leg out. This time those arms out nice and wide. We're gonna reach and come up. Nice, keeping that core really engaged. Move back to your breath. But what are you doing, you crazy cat? She doesn't like when a single door in the house is closed. It's not her favorite thing. All right, we're gonna hold it here, really strong core. Again, find those claps. Same thing we did on the other side. And reach. Beautiful. You're doing such a good job. I'm just laughing at my cat. You know. Special things you get on my channel, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna bring that arm on down. How are we feeling? Reaching this arm up. We're gonna bend this knee, reach back for that inner foot, and then we're gonna kick out, open up. Take a breath. This should feel a little bit intense. It's a lot of balance. You're doing great. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna straighten that leg up and we're gonna lift it. Nice. Trying to keep that hip right where it is. We're not rotating it up. We're keeping it straight forward. So we're really working into that hip abduction. Yeah, strong core. You got it. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna reach it really long, really reach. We're gonna make a big C. Open up that hip this time, really reach. Open up that hip, nice. Strong core. Yeah, matching what we did on that other side. Coming back to your breath. Really working in how much range of motion can you get into that hip. Nicely done. All right, we're gonna come into a tabletop. We're gonna walk it up, really round that back, come up onto those knees. We're gonna do a little bit of an opening here, stretch those hips, okay? So we're gonna place those hands back behind us. Squeeze those elbows together, lift that chest up. Come on up, let's roll it down. Press those hips back, find a child's pose and reach. Let your head rest on the mat. Well, that was weird. Thank you guys for that.